Welcome to Wrangell St. Elias National Park in Alaska. Come explore with me through Kennecott, the Root Glacier Trail, McCarthy Road, and more. If you're driving into Wrangell St. Elias National Park, make sure you have a high clearance vehicle, as the road is gravel and you'll encounter large potholes, washboard surfaces, sharp rocks, ruts, curves, and one-lane bridges. This road is 60 miles long, but it can take up to 3 hours each way due to poor driving conditions. This is probably the sketchiest road I've ever driven on. At the end of McCarthy Road, there is a parking area and a bridge that you can walk across to get to McCarthy and Kennecott. From McCarthy, it is a 5-mile hike to Kennecott, or you can take the shuttle, which is what I did.
I'm headed across the footbridge now into Wrangell St. Elias National Park. Gonna take the shuttle to Kennecott and do the Root Glacier Trail. I am so excited. This is National Park number 52 for me. I just made it to Kennecott from the shuttle. Just a heads up, if you're not staying at the Kennecott Lodge and you have to take your car here, it's $12 to park in the parking lot and then $10 to take the shuttle. So just be aware of that. Bring cash.
It was really cool to walk through the historic mining town of Kennecott. I felt like I had somehow time traveled back to the early 20th century. I was pretty excited to head out onto the Root Glacier Trail, so I didn't spend much time here in the morning, but I explored here a lot later in the day.
So I'm walking through Kennecott now to get to the Root Glacier Trail. According to All Trails, it's supposed to be 5.7 miles with about 800 feet of elevation gain. What's really cool about this trail is that it's the most accessible glacier in this national park. So I have my micro spikes with me. You could walk out as far as you'd like. You can take a tour out onto the glacier, but I'm gonna try it by myself today and explore a bit and hopefully see some really amazing sights. Already getting my first view of the glacier from a distance. I'm so excited to walk on it. Almost to the glacier. I could see it from the trail. I mentioned this in all of my other Alaska videos, but make sure you have bear spray with you because I just passed a giant pile of bear poop with a bunch of berries in it. So I have my bear spray in my backpack just in case, but hopefully I won't see one today. Also, make sure you bring bug spray. This trail is very buggy, so I sprayed myself down. Hopefully that will help, and also hoping it'll get a little better when I'm out on the glacier. I'm not sure what these are, but The whole trail so far has been lined with these like fluffy plants. They're super cool. Made it to the glacier. Time to put my micro spikes on. $20 micro spikes from Amazon. I can't believe I am walking on a glacier right now. This is like bucket list stuff right here. I'm so excited to explore a bit more. Hopefully see some really cool sights, but this is pretty epic.
Wrangell St. Elias National Park is an impressive 13.2 million acres, and it is the largest national park in the U.S. No matter how ambitious you are, you'll likely only see a small portion of the park while you're here. If you want to experience more of the park, you can take a flight tour, but do know that is a little pricey.
I just made it to a waterfall. This is pretty insane. I'll get a video on my phone so you guys can see it better, but this is pretty epic. I just found a blue hole. I was really hoping I would find one of these. I might even be able to see more as I continue to hike, but this is so cool. It's so blue. I just walked out a little bit further onto the glacier and found another blue hole. Check this out. It's like a Gatorade blue color. This is pretty magical. I mean, while you're up here, you gotta feel the glacier water, right? Whew, it is cold.
If you're going to have a GoPro, you might as well use it, right? I couldn't pass up the opportunity to dunk my waterproof camera into the glacier water of the blue hole. This footage came out pretty awesome. What's really cool about this view of the blue hole is that right above it, I have a pretty incredible view of the ice fall. Views don't get much better than this. Exploring on this glacier is so much fun. I just found another waterfall. This is pretty amazing. If you're using the All Trails app, the trail eventually ends, but you can walk out as far onto the glacier as you want. I'm not sure how far I'm gonna walk out yet, but I definitely wanna walk a little bit closer to the ice fall to get a better view of it, but this is pretty magical. Whoa! Another blue hole!
I found another blue hole. Check this out. Free cryotherapy. Whew.
Of course, I had to give my GoPro another dunk into this blue hole. It is mind-blowing to see how crystal clear the water is. These blue holes seemed so magical to me, and I couldn't believe that this was real life.
Check out this blue hole. So cool. I'm obsessed with the color. Kind of matches my shirt a little bit. What's cool is that there are a bunch of other people walking on the glacier right now, but this glacier is so massive that everyone is pretty spread out, and I feel like I have this place all to myself. This part is super cool right here. It might be hard to see on the GoPro, but the water actually goes in a circle around this giant ice chunk. It's pretty awesome. There are so many blue holes. This trail is so cool. If you could get to this national park, you have to hike this trail. I'm not sure how many miles it is to hike all the way out to Icefall, so I'm not going to attempt that today, but I walked a bit closer and the view is pretty wonderful. I think I saved the best blue hole for last.
When I first started hiking this trail, I was hoping to find just one blue hole, and I still can't believe how many I found. If you are willing to hike and explore a bit, there are blue holes everywhere.
I think this is probably going to be my turnaround point because it doesn't get much better than this. This blue hole is pretty epic. Time to head back to the trailhead now. thought I was done finding blue holes, but just spotted another one on my way back, and it is bright blue. How many blue holes is too many blue holes? The limit does not exist. I am officially back off the glacier now. Time to head back to the trailhead and back to Kennecott to explore some more.
I definitely hiked way more than the actual trail. All trails clocked me at 7.8 miles with over 1,000 feet of elevation gain, and I explored on the glacier for over 5 hours. It was really cool to walk through Kennecott after finishing the Route Glacier Trail. This place is a blast from the past. There is so much to see here, including the Kennecott Mill, a general store, post office, general manager's office, flotation plant, mining operations, Blackburn School, recreation hall, railroad depot, power plant, and so much more. You could easily spend hours here exploring all of the places and imagining what life was like here in the past. You can even pay to take a tour through the Kennecott Mill Town, but I'm not much of a tour person and really enjoyed exploring through the town on my own. Not a bad view for lunch, right? I grabbed lunch at a food truck called the Pizza Wagon and enjoyed some much needed food and some spectacular views. This was one of my favorite views from Kennecott. The waterfall with the historic houses in the background was definitely a photo-worthy location. It looked just like a postcard. If you have some extra time when you're headed out of the park, check out the Tuscaloosa Bridge. There is a catwalk underneath the bridge that you can walk across, and if you're a daredevil like me, you will love this. I usually don't highlight where I stay when I travel, but I absolutely loved the Wrangell Mountain Lodge, so I thought I'd give you guys a quick glimpse of my cabin. I stayed in the Bear Cabin and it had everything I needed. The decor was amazing, the breakfast was delicious, and this was probably the comfiest bed I've ever slept in. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel at wondermich to see all of my upcoming adventures.